just reading your comments and kind of seeing what your thoughts are, and if you have any questions, I'm answering them. Later on my Instagram, I will be making a story where you can ask all sorts of questions, and I'll be answering, any questions you have about the army. So make sure to follow my Instagram right now. If you haven't followed my Insta, go ahead and do it. It's just Blue ASMR. Go follow my Instagram. I'm in the car currently. I don't have the military fit, but I'm currently on vacation break again. I have some questions here on my iPad that I will be answering. So many people are saying, no, the hair. Oh my god, not the buzz cut. Yeah, I know the hair. I don't like it either. I'm growing it out because I don't want it to be super short. But I just had to do it at the start because, if you're a recruit, you're just going to the army. You have to have it short. Here, many people have even pretty long hair. It's not really required to have that short hair anymore. So, and I would much rather have it longer. Some people even have it like over here, to their eye. So, some militaries accept it, some don't. Here it's pretty chill. People are saying that I look less gay now. Okay. Well, let's just say I prefer the gay version of myself then, because I like the longer hair much better. I think it looks much better. How is the food in the military? And do you have your phone with you? So the food is actually very good. You get 4 meals a day plus snacks. They feature everything, and the quality is pretty good. And yes, you can keep your phone. You're not really allowed to use it during your service, but you can use it every evening, and people still use it during the service. Just don't let any lieutenants or people like that, catch you, and then you'll be fine. You can use it when you're eating, stuff like that. And you can record stuff, but it's obviously not allowed and stuff like that. But, people obviously still do it all the time. So the military here is kind of more like school vibes. It's kind of like school. So just don't let the teachers catch you, because honestly, the lieutenants and officers, they're kind of like teachers, and military vibe here is kind of just like high school or something. I love Finland. Such a cool country. It is a cool country. Thank you. To me, it feels like Finland has the best conditions for military conscripts of all countries where mandatory service is present. I have no clue about other countries, to be honest. I think things here in Finland are pretty good, and the military isn't that bad. But I don't know about other countries. I don't know how other people are treated in like Austria or Switzerland. I don't know. So I think it's pretty good here, maybe. Born to slay, forced to serve. Says the outpost gang, the army finna set you up straight. No. You don't even know how gay the army is. You don't even know the things that are being spoken there, the things that people are discussing about. It doesn't really get more gay than that. Let me just tell you, it doesn't set anyone straight or anything like that. Do we get any firefighting training? I don't know if we get any firefighting training. We get first aid, obviously. Firefighting, not sure. We have to obviously use those gas mask things and run through flames and stuff like that, but I don't know if we get any firefighting training, at least not yet. But maybe later. Army visual ASMR. So many people have wanted me to make a video in the barracks or something like that. I could do it, but it's not quite enough for me to make a video there, so I'm not gonna make a video there. Plus, I could only really make the video in the barracks, in the room where we sleep in. That's where you're like allowed to film like everything. So yeah, I can't do. How far is the drive? So the drive to the military camp, we go by bus. These are like free bus rides that we get straight to the military camp. It's around 2 hours, 20 minutes, something like that. So quite far away. 30 degrees is not hot. It hit 43 Celsius here. Okay, well, I'm from Finland. It's never been this hot here before. Minus 30 degrees would be fine. How about that? Have you ever been in minus 30? You'd be like, oh, I don't know, 10 degrees is cold. So it's like the opposite for us, But it is very hot when you have full-on battle gear. You have a helmet, you have the bulletproof vests, you have everything, the guns. It gets very hot, let me tell you. Get well soon. I don't know what you mean. I would die if I had to shower with a bunch of random dudes. Well, osa. Mä yritän olla. You don't go shooting in the first week. Keep talking. First you will learn how to handle a weapon before shooting it. We did go shooting like almost the first week, like right at the start of the second week we went shooting. It really isn't rocket science to shoot a weapon. I hate going shooting in the army because of all the hassle and other stuff that you have to do. The shooting itself is fun, but the army knows how to make it suck. But I don't know if this dude has even been in the Finnish Army, but yeah, you do almost go shooting in the first week. We literally get our guns in the first week, like our own personal guns. Of course, I can bring all of this stuff. It's not the USA, it's not prison. Also, bro, I obviously can't discuss what's going on in the military. Dude, you've been there for 2 weeks. You have no security clearance. You're acting like you're not serving in the 48th ranked army in the world. Bro, what? What? Well, obviously it's not super strong because it's a very small country, bro. New York has twice as much people as the country of Finland has. Obviously the country is not gonna use all of its money on some stupid military shit. USA uses like half of its freaking budget on some stupid weapons that never get used. So obviously I'm not supposed to go into detail of what we're doing in the camp because then I would give the enemy all the inside of what we're doing in detail. Obviously I can't say that. We're doing our own stuff that has to stay private so no one can learn from it, you know. But Finland has been preparing for over 100 years for a potential threat. And yeah, we don't want any of the info to leak. And I don't know what you mean, you have no security clearance. I have no clue what that means. What the heck is security clearance? Okay, what else? Some people are asking, can I smoke in the military? Yes, you can smoke in the military if you want. I don't smoke. A lot of people use nicotine pouches. So those are the things that you put here on your under your upper lip. Basically everyone uses those. I don't, but a lot of people do. You chose well with AntiAir. You want to get into the missile units or command and control, probably easiest stuff, and 6 months placements. Yeah, I chose AntiAir, the air defense, because I heard that it was one of the easiest things you can do there is like air artillery, air defense, air missiles, AntiAir. That's why I chose that. And so far, I think I've chosen well because I've seen all of the other units. You know, there's pioneers, those people who dig up bombs, do stuff like that. Then there's the scouts, and stuff like that. They're doing much more than us. They're crawling in the forests, they're running, they're doing all this stupid crap, and then we're just there sitting, going by cars everywhere, yada yada, because obviously if you're in AntiAir, it's not really like the front line units. They're kind of very far in the back, just kind of like supporting the front troops by shooting things down in the sky. So it's pretty good. I'm very happy that I got into AntiAir because that was my first choice, was to get into AntiAir air defense. Cute little barracks bunny. What? Here in Croatia they'll make conscription mandatory in 2026 and you will be paid 1.1 thousand per month. Here you literally get €6 a day. €6 a day. Which is, well, 6 times 30. That's how much you get in a month. I'm currently serving in the Dutch Marine Corps and have worked with Finnish forces many times. They're always great to do exercises with, as they're mostly young guys like you who have a good sense of humor. It's cool to see that you're doing your military service to enjoy it because it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Oh, that's very cool. That's cool that you've worked with Finnish units, and yeah, they're most likely conscripts, and maybe not all of them, but some of them are. The Finnish Marine Corps, yeah, I could have also went to that one, I didn't, but we will definitely have some international, like, trainings with, like, US soldiers, the British, because we're now in NATO. Do I get pegged in military? What? You look so different in a good way, and you even lost some weight. Well, it's not really good if I've lost weight. I don't think I've been fat at any point. They send you to Iran. No, they're not gonna send me to Iran. The only thing I'm gonna be doing is defending Finland. If Finland gets any threats or anything like that happens to Finland, I have to defend Finland. I'm not gonna get sent to Ukraine. I'm not gonna get sent anywhere else. I'm gonna stay in Finland. If something happens to Finland, I will be there defending Finland, but I'm not gonna go fight any talking to the other people in the army in your own time, do you speak English or your native language? Obviously Finnish. I am Finnish and the people there are all Finnish, so obviously I speak Finnish. We have one guy in our barracks or in our room that we sleep in who doesn't really speak Finnish, so I do speak English with him, but I speak Finnish to everyone. I work with Finnish Defense Force engineers while in the US Marines. Great people. That's great. Thanks. Thank you very, very much. That's very nice to hear. Will I get to keep my Defense Forces uniform? No, I won't be able to keep it. When I go in the reserve, when I'm done with the military, I have to give it back. Stolen valor. How is it stolen valor? It's a conscription army. I have to serve. I can't really fake it. I mean, if you want, you can go to my Instagram. You can literally see that I'm in the army doing things. So yeah, it's not stolen valor. Once you get a rank, it's military. No, what do you mean? I don't have a rank in the military currently. I mean, my rank is a recruit, but in a few weeks I will be at a tukkimies, which is the lowest rank you can be is tukkimies, and I will be that. Can't imagine living in a country that forces you to join the military. Well, the reason why Finland has mandatory military service and have had it for over 100 years is because of our neighboring country on the east side. That's the reason. Everyone, that's obvious. Yeah, it's not even a secret or anything. That's just the reason. So that's Finland would not have a mandatory military service if it wasn't for that. We share the longest border with them in Europe. So yeah, because for example in World War II we did get attacked by them for a few times. So not cool. That's why we have the Finnish Defense Forces. And some people are saying that everyone is trained as an infantryman. You can get additional training on specialty, just preparing, blah blah blah. In Finland, yeah, you have the basic training, which is 6 weeks, where you can learn the basic skills of a soldier, and after that you're gonna get trained into your special role as a pioneer, as an air defense person. Yeah, but I will be an air defense, bro. Just pretend to be mentally ill. No, I have nothing against the military service. I can just no. I don't have a problem with it. I honestly didn't expect a country as developed as Finland to have mandatory military service. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to force people into something as terrible as the army. Well, yeah, it's not really about being developed. Again, it's about the neighboring country we have. That's the reason why we have a mandatory military service. We have one of the biggest reserve armies in Europe. Almost 1 million people in the army, in the reserve army. So we can, if something happens, we can call 1 million people to defend. That's quite a lot of people. That's a bigger reserve army than the UK, Germany, France, Spain combined. Okay, it's bigger than all of those combined. Do you get it? So, yeah, it's a huge army. Then in the video where I showed all the stuff that I'm bringing with me to the army, some people said they're not gonna let you have any of that useless shit. Well, they let me take everything with me that I was showing in that video. Why wouldn't they? I don't get it. They're saying, who the fuck is he fighting? You wouldn't last 1 second. Well, I've already been there for almost 5 weeks, and I'm fine. If you're talking about boot camp, I don't think military boot camps are gonna let you bring a knife or a multi-tool on the premise. They did. I'm pretty sure they will take everything away from you after you get off that bus. They will take your phone and most of your belongings. Nope, they did not do that. They won't keep your own knife. They will take everything from you until your training is complete. No, they didn't. That knife looks like a fillet knife. It's not a fillet knife. I mean, I guess you could use it for that. It's called a jääkäripuukko. You in the military, gay-ass looking weak man. Bro, what does it matter what I am? I'm literally doing the same thing as everyone else there. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know, like what? No. This is my favorite comment. Most of these items you cannot take to basic training. The knife, hard no, the gloves, issued. Most of these items are unnecessary except the ones for your body and not recommended for the earplugs during sleeping and has said is no wet wipes, no black socks, no candy, no creatine, no toothpicks, no mirror, no contacts, bring glasses, or beef jerky. Maybe the watch, no. Multi-tool, no. Power bank or charger, not allowed. No phone, no pills. You will look dumb during processing. So this was the stupidest comment. Such a meathead this dude was. Literally, I don't know, he probably can't even bring clothes there. You're gonna go in the army naked. Aren't you not allowed to take your stuff? Everything's issued to you. You are allowed to take your own stuff. You can take literally anything you want as long as it isn't drugs, alcohol, stuff like that. You're allowed to take it. How long is he going for? I still do not know. I'm hoping for 165 days. And I've already done almost 30 days. So, 130 days maybe left. Maybe. I hope it's not going to be a year. I'll know that in a few weeks. I will definitely tell you in a few weeks how long I will be serving for. It's going to be interesting. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this ASMR video. I hope I answered some of your questions. Some are stupid questions, but I guess there's no stupid questions. But there are stupid things that people say.